Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Aaron Konoski, the host of the Aaron's Journey podcast. And today I have a very special guest with me here today. Somebody that I've known for the longest time now, um, that has been, that has, has a part, has helped me in a way with my journey and everything like that. And I think when I when I have them tell their story that it will impact your guys' lives. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Jason Jones. I'm an area supervisor for Keystone Human Services. Um, I'm from the Northeast region. My office is based out of Sunbury.
Okay. Okay, so so can you so you kind of already answered my first question. So so what was what was the level of education that you had to take before you went on to do what you do now?
Um, actually, doing what I do now, my level of education right now is a bachelor's degree in sociology.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But to work in the human services field, you can almost have as much as a high school diploma, sometimes, no diploma to work in the human services field. There's all different types of levels and levels of education, that'll take you to different job titles in this field.
Yeah, so yeah, so definitely. Which kind of goes into my next question. In relation to Keystone, can you tell me about Keystone and what they do?
Sure. Keystone provides services for individuals with disabilities. Um, Different types of services like residential living, supported living, life sharing, also in some aspects, mental health. Um, and the field that I work in is the residential field of things. That's where our individuals with disabilities, they have residential living, whether it be their own homes or housemates. They may have housemates at times. But we pretty much provide services and advocate for individuals with disabilities. That's the big part of it, advocating.
Yeah, so yeah, so in a way, you would say that you were lucky that you came in at the right time.
Uh, well, I don't know when the right time, because human services, it's been around for a very, very long time. Um, I think any time is the right time to come into the field and help out because, as you know, Aaron, we could use a lot of help in this field. Um, Not only individuals as far as staff and companies and stuff like that. Uh, that's why, companies such as like Keystone, we're always hiring.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So so in the long run, so in the long run, how long have you been working with Keystone?
I've been with Keystone since last March. So 9 months is that? It'll be a year, March to 2024.
Ah, okay. So yeah, so you've been working a while now. So
I've been working a year for Keystone. I've been in this field, probably in the human services field, probably close to 12 years, 13 years.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um,
And
now,
I also am learning a lot of things about Keystone and all the things they do. Um, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the time here. The staff I work with, they're very dedicated. And there's a bigger picture for everybody. It's not about paychecks and salaries. It's more or less, what can we do for our individuals? And my day is really good when I'm able to help. You know.
yeah, Yeah, cause
That's,
yeah,
that's more or
cause
less my reward. Helping people is my reward, and seeing them progress and seeing them achieve the things they want to achieve, gain their independence. These are things. These are my big rewards in this field.
yeah, absolutely. Now this one's gonna be a bit of a tough question for you,
Uh-oh.
but uh,
Bring it on.
but
Bring it on,
yeah,
my friend.
so but yeah, since with Keystone, since there have been the off and on, chaos and rumors and other things, that goes on, like gossip and everything else. What are some misconceptions about Keystone Human Services uh, that you would like to clear up?
I don't know if I can, clear it, and it depends what there are, just like with every company, there's always its ups and downs, there's always the positives and the negatives of it. Um, the one thing I like about, and this is my personal opinion, is what thing I like about Keystone is there's not really a whole lot of drama. Um, like I said, it seems like everybody's focus is towards the number one goal of helping our individuals and doing what we have to do to help out. Um, but I think one big misconception, not only with Keystone, but with other companies that provide these types of services, is a lot of people think it's just a job. As far as like if you're going to visit, our individuals, you're going to walk into a building and there's going to be a front desk and security there waiting for you, and stuff like that. But this is not the case. We're more or less support. It's not we're paid to do a job, but it's more or less a support, where we're helping you guys out with your independence and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, to me, that's probably the biggest misconception of what we do as far as on the residential side of things.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Uh, not at the moment. No.
Okay,
Do you have
okay.
any more
So,
questions about that topic? If you have any more questions about it, I could probably answer those. As far
so
as hit me with some questions about it. That's because that is such a big topic right there that that you're talking about. But as far as if you want to be a little more specific, give me a different question towards it, and I'll help you out.
honestly, with you working in Keystone, what would you say have been some of the hardest challenges you had to face in Keystone?
The hardest
Or
challenges, the hardest challenges I have had to face at Keystone Human Services. Um, I honestly, it's getting to know and keeping up with a lot of the things that Keystone does as far as work wise and all our different programs and our different communications that we have to keep with other outside entities as far as county workers and stuff like that. That would probably be the most one of the most difficult things.
yeah, absolutely. So in the long run, to kind of go on to my next question, um, you know, since you're in the higher up position, and since you're charged on the supervising side,
Mhm.
has there ever been something that like you're just like, that there's something you just wish that just you wish something that would change to like, like help the individuals? Like what I'm trying to say is, what changes do you think would help the individuals in Keystone?
More programs developed as far as day programs, different things to do. That's what and I think that would help everybody out, honestly. Because at times a lot of individuals, they may not have a day program to go to, or their program may cancel. So maybe like another like community center or such things for individuals with disabilities, for ID individuals.
Yeah, which goes next question goes a little further into that. Um, can you tell me about the current programs that are affiliated with Keystone?
Current programs that are affiliated with Keystone, there's so many, and I may not be able to name them all off, but the few that I know about are assisted livings, our life sharing programs, our residential programs. Um, we keep communications with the ARC, CSG, so man, the few programs that I do know about. Um, and I know a lot of the programs that I just named, they also like to have like events and stuff like that, like maybe bowling nights or concert nights and things and so on. That's why I feel if we had more entities like that around, there would be more, it would develop and create more activities for their individuals.
Yeah, absolutely. So, which kind of goes into my last, which kind of goes into my last two questions. Um, can you tell me a little bit about what your life was like growing up and how that influenced you in your work with Keystone?
Oh yeah. Um, so my life growing up, my mother, she was a foster parent, and she fostered kids for years, and from probably from the time I was 8 years old until I was a young adult and left home and stuff like that. She even did it for many years after that. So I kind of think the human services was kind of instilled into me as a kid.
Ah,
Um, but growing up, I worked a lot with youth. I did a lot of coaching, coaching basketball, coaching softball, um, doing little clinics out of our local recreation department and stuff like that, local youth centers. So I've always worked with youth. Um, but it wasn't until later on in life when I went back to school that I really got into the human services field of working with individuals with disabilities. Um, I taught at Job Corps for about 7 years, where I taught human services. Um, so it's been a good journey. It's been good,
yeah, absolutely. Because
and
yeah,
I'm always learning something new. There's always something new
absolutely,
I'm learning.
absolutely. So, is there anything last you'd like to say before we're close to finish here?
Um, just thank you for inviting me. This was awesome. And I hope I answered all your questions thoroughly. This is my first time ever doing something like this, so this is very awesome. Thank you for the invite. And
Of course.
I would definitely be open to doing this again someday. Maybe I can bring some guests with me or something like that. Uh, but yeah, thank you very much. But no, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I do have a final one for you, which is how can people contact you?
They can contact me by email. Uh, My name is Jason N. Jones. They can contact me by email at jajones@khs.org.
Okay. And so, Jason Jones, I'd like to thank you so much for your time and thank you again so much for answering all my questions, about yourself and Keystone and all that. It was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you inviting me. Thanks again.
Yep. Yeah, you have a good day, okay?
You too, sir. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye.